We're right now completing this new home module for consolidating information and navigating within There.App project. I'm making this video thinking the module is a good illustration of three main values we emphasize putting forward with There.App. And like all good lists of three, this one goes to 4, so stay tuned to the end. This is the design file we're building from, and down here is encapsulation of the first value proposition I'll emphasize. There.App as a go-to resource for info access, team communication, or execution tracking for the particular live project. These are the 10 modules we have in our app now, along with one line explaining each one with promotion of how we want users to consider it, and a couple numbers indicating the state of use for the project, making a clear dashboard, and these green plus buttons for adding items of each module type on the right, making this a single page for building up a project without having to navigate across other parts of the app. You can see these modules are straightforward. Most of them are already familiar, and a little bit of time looking at this list, including the reinforcement of associated visual icons, which are also largely familiar, can quickly produce highly effective There.App experts, fluid at navigating our broad capabilities and grounded in the easy reference from the home module to whatever they may need when they need it. The second value proposition we emphasize is that this breadth of capabilities extends to multiple location features, which is unique in collaboration software and appropriate for us as we optimize for projects centering around certain key places. So on this list, you can see we have a specific places module where people can automatically catalog meeting spots, accommodations, where to get coffee, and more, including one-tap navigation access, and in the share module can control when certain teammates can see where people are. Scrolling up towards the top of the home module design, there's a map like there is on top of each of our modules, highlighting relevant spots like where appointments are scheduled or tasks are to be completed. On this map, we simply see the project headquarters elaborated on a little below the map and the live location of the person logged in. If this were the real app instead of design file, those icons on the map would be tappable, calling up full functionality of the relevant module for the particular item, and further illustrating how There.App integrates the second value proposition based on location within the first one, which is overall broad collaborative capabilities. But with all those capabilities, including the location features, of course, there's concern that people not get too mired in There.App. In fact, our third value proposition is for that, putting focus on what matters in the moment and actually ushering attention out of screens and onto where people are, whom they're with, and their live activities. An important aspect in the home module is this featured item space where the most important items from across all of our modules can be prominently pinned. For a moment, I'm going to switch out of the design file to our staging server where we have the underway development of the There.App home module running. Since most of what happens here is software testing, the contents are kind of random, but as I swipe through, you can imagine how this team item may be the primary contact person for the project, and the place our hotel, and the file a project planning document with the event as kickoff meeting, all pinned to the top of home for people to access what matters most without having to search through the individual modules. We do actually have most of the spec home functionality running here on stage, but I'm going to put it away and return to the design file. Why? Because the design file looks nice while we still need to get the code implementation to match that. And looking nice is actually particularly important for us. That's the secret fourth value proposition I'm bringing up. Where for produced activities where typically a few people feel especially on stage or on call, concerned to convey production value to their teammates or perhaps clients, we prioritize the home module as a front page for our aspect of high quality event production. This includes extending to our customers capabilities to style how they present their content, including selection of the logo in the upper right here, precise coloring on the bezel, and a centered project cover image. We combine this here with a few more design flourishes in an overall page that presents information and capabilities that are extensive, value proposition number 1, including number 2, location features, while third, also lean and straightforward and the secret fourth value proposition of attractive to underscore high quality, professional caliber production and attentive service.